Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Sunday. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed on this beautiful day. Major shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Let's see if we can't get the likes up to the watchers, y'all. Major shout out to Crypto Coons holding it down with the wrench. God bless you, bro. Huge shout out to US Trucking. He says the country that starts with an R is preparing for another round of the you-know-whats. You-know-whats. We're talking about the letter that Albert Pike wrote to Mazzini way back in the day, outlining the 3 things that are going to happen. All right. Let's see who else we got in the chat. Huge shout out to Jay Armo. He says, "What's up, Jay? What's up, Jay?" Shout out to Mindless Musician. Shout out to Peas. He says, "Gets me every time that hello." Hello. I would like one Big Mac meal. Shout out to my man Carl from the Moon, because that movie is actually coming out in theaters soon, guys. All right, absolutely. Shout out to Memory Man. Huge shout out to Memory Man in the chat, holding it down with a wrench. All right, huge shout out to Frankie Fast Hands. He says, "Bless you with the mighty name of Yeshua, my brother." Well, thank you very much. I accept that blessing, and may the Lord also bless you. All right. Well, guys, huge shout out to the sponsors of the channel. First of all, major shout to BingX, currently in the juicy short trade on BingX, up about 300% right now on basically a head short position. Major shout out to MEXC. All right, MEXC, best deal on fees possible. 0% limit order fees, either a 0.02 or a 0.1% limit order fee, market order fee, depending on how much MX token you hold. Major shout out to Market Cypher and CryptoFace. And also, guys, I'm currently trading on an exchange called ZoomX. Make sure to check out ZoomX because I really enjoy the exchange, guys. Huge shout out to the Casper crew, taking the juicy long trade setup given in advance last week. And by the way, guys, if you want to join the Casper crew, where we do multiple live streams every single day, where we post our levels, our setups with multiple instructors showing you exactly what they're doing, plus an entire beginner's course, plus the best community in the world, you can go to jasonscaspertrading.com, click the link to join the VIP Discord. We also have a whole bunch of courses here if you want to fast track your edumacation, which is a made-up word for education. Now, let's quickly discuss this Bitcoin price action, baby. All right, let's discuss the Bitcoin price action. Because as many of you know, last week we were very much interested in making sure that Bitcoin was not going to lose the white box. And when Jason Casper puts a white box on the chart, you best pay attention, because Jason Casper is a great trader. He is somebody I aspire to be like, all right? What a great guy. Somehow he's able to balance all these things in his life and do them well. I don't know how he does it. All right. But yeah, when he gives a box, guys, make sure to pay attention because it's an important level. And as we can see from the box, we have absolutely gotten a little bit of a bounce here over the weekend, approximately 6%. And the question that we're all wondering, myself, you guys, other YouTubers, other technical analysts and traders, degens and hodlers alike, right? What are we wondering? What is on our mind? We are all wondering whether or not this is going to be one of these guys, right? The good old introverted head and shoulder pattern, right? Now, I do have to say this. The bounce looked very convincing on Wednesday when we got that FOMC news and we took the initial long setup and we made $18,000 in a day, okay? But have we seen much follow through? We've rejected from the POC of the range. And in my opinion, this is not the best looking bounce in the world, all right? So we're going to be taking a look at Market Cypher. We're going to be taking a look at the charts in general. We're going to be coming up with our overall bias for the market, all right? Major shout out to Joe Potter in the chat, all right? Major shout out to Cleverton Corderio, he says, Bitcoin se preparando para explodir para 80K. Nice, bro. Let's go, baby. Sending it straight to 80K. Do bears poop in the woods? Every Sunday afternoon, son. Every Sunday afternoon, baby. All right. Shout out to Eric M, who says crashing. Bitcoin is crashing. We need a little bit more sensationalism in here. It's a Sunday and Bitcoin's literally doing nothing. So yes, we are crashing. This is an emergency live stream. I'm selling everything. All right. We need some sensationalism up in the house. Huge shout out to Fiber Splice God. Huge shout out to Eric M. He says Sunday sell-offs. Show some heart. Smash the like, y'all. Shout out to Dano Crypto. What is going on, my man? What is going on? All right, guys. What is going on? God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in on a Sunday. All right, we do have some crazy stuff going on in the world, in the crypto space. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, so a lot of people are looking bearish here in the chat, which is quite interesting. All right, let's head on over to TradingView, and let's get a look at this Bitcoin price action. Now, today is a Sunday, and we all know what that means. It means within a few hours, we are going to have a weekly candle close. A weekly candle close, which will give us a little bit more insight into what we can expect next week, right? So, let's not forget the overall context here. Bitcoin is coming up to the previous bull run all-time high. We are in a confirmed bullish uptrend since November 2022. But as we've come up to the all-time high at what on Bybit was 69,182, well, look at the first candle that we made contact with the all-time high. We closed below by a few dollars. Second candle, we make a higher high and close purple with a doji. And now the third candle, well, it's a purple candle, and in 6 hours and 35 minutes and 55 seconds, it will close. And if we go to the 2-week candle here, this is about to close as well. Now, if we just take a look here at the 2-week chart, you might say to yourself, this looks not so bullish. And you know what? I would have to agree with you there. When we take a look at the weekly market cipher B, the one thing that really stands out to me more than anything else is this red dot, all right? I like to call them the red dots of despair. Why do I call them red dots of despair? Well, because whenever we are in a bull run, Bitcoin gets a big move to the upside, and it usually entices many people to buy the top. And they buy the top right before the red dot of despair, which gives us a little bit of a pullback of approximately 20%. And it's pretty despairing if you bought the top, all right? If you longed the bottom, well, you know it's just a pullback, and we're waiting for the next opportunity to sip the dip, to slurp the derp, all right? We're trying to slurp the derp up in here. Is that politically correct? I don't know. We used to do that back in school. Derp, derp. I don't know. Take it and do with it what you will, all right? We're not here to be woke, all right? We're here so that we don't go broke, baby. We're here to trade the charts. And we slurp the derp up in here. Now, when this dot confirms in approximately 6 hours and 34 minutes, okay, historically speaking, again, the red dot does lead to some downside, okay? So there's something very, very important that, in my opinion, we need to be watching for right now, especially as this weekly candle closes. And here's what it is. I want to be watching my daily time frame. And I also want to be watching what happens as the Bitcoin price comes up for a retest of this very important level right here, okay? Notice something. The previous all-time high, at least on Bybit. All right, we're going to go and mark this out. We're going to make it thicker. Bam, a little bit thicker so we can all see, all right? When we take a look at potentially what's happening on the daily time frame, looks like the money flow is getting thicker here, all right? In fact, objectively speaking, money flow is thicker now than it was at the top. This is actually quite an encouraging sign, okay? But we also see that the Fibonacci golden pocket retest is coming right up at the exact level of 69,182.50 cents, which is our previous all-time high over here on the Bybit chart. What does this mean? This means if, let's say, for example, the top is in. Do I say the top is in? No, all right? Okay, look, we deal with if-then scenarios, right? If-then scenarios, that's how we deal with it, right? If, for example, last week, if the bottom is in, then we look to long this level because we're assuming that we would come back down to the golden pocket retest. And also if market cipher B is looking bullish as we come down to this level, then we take the long trade from the exact bottom. Shout out to the Casper crew taking the dang trade, giving an advance, right? Again, someone asked me last week, how do I get these entries? It's because we plan for the if-then scenarios. If you're the kind of trader that comes here and says, well, I feel like the price is going to go up today, well, you're probably not consistent or profitable, right? But if you come to the chart and you ask yourself, what are the situations in which I would look for a very good risk-to-reward trade setup where I'm able to risk very little and earn very much, get a really good entry, then you're probably going to be consistent over time, right? So getting back to the chart, right? If the top is in, right? Then if we're going to continue in a downtrend, this is really going to be the level that we need to be watching for, okay? This is really going to be it, because this is the historic resistance right over here, right? We hit that level first time, right? Consolidation here, then we flipped it into support, then we flipped it back into resistance once, twice, and now we're going to come back up to the Fibonacci golden pocket retest. Now, as we all know, the Fibonacci golden pocket, the 618, she has a big habit of rejecting us. She is our high school crush, the 6 Juanita. And although I thought me and her were going to go steady, get matching Ben coin tattoos, and live happily ever after off our crypto altcoin degen meme coin gains, she had other plans, right? She wasn't into nice guys like your boy Jay Casper. She was into, as we know, criminals like this man Sam Bankman-Fried and his upside down man breasts. All right, look at that. How does this happen, you ask? I'll tell you. He likes to take the 120s for a ride on the incline, but only on the left side, all right? Likes to do that incline chest press on the left side only. Really feeling the squeeze and the stretch in the bottom position where the pec is fully stretched and lengthened and then contracted, okay? And he takes the creatine monohydrate. Only on the left side, all right? Only on the left side. It's called leftus injectus creatinus monohydrous. That's the process of just injecting the creatine into the right chest. All right. Now, what is this also known as? It's also known as a bearish divergence. So, what are we watching for? As we see this week, we need to understand that there is lots of liquidity here that can be grabbed. So, if we see a rejection from this area, right? Let's say we try to reclaim this zone, but we cannot do it and we get a rejection. And we're seeing on the lower time frames, market cipher B, we're starting to see something like this happen here, right? The 1 hour time frame specifically is starting to get lower over time, giving us that upside down Sam Bankman-Fried man booby pattern. Well, then we could say, you know what? There's a chance that the high is in. But if we don't see a rejection from there, and actually if we flip that now into support, and this is also what I was looking for on Friday. This is why I have not closed my long trades, by the way. Then I expect us to actually take out this high and make a new high for Bitcoin. So this is the key level here, 69,200-ish, that golden pocket, that all-time high. And of course, you know, we have the 6 Juanita, but above her we also have the 786 Fibonacci. Also very likely to reject us if we ask her on a date because she's not into dudes. For some reason, we don't know why that she's not into dudes, but she's not, okay? Now, yeah, this is what we're looking at. Now, here's my hope. I'll be honest with you guys. I hope for another move to the upside. I am very uncertain right now about what is going to happen here. To be totally honest with you guys, I am taking it as it comes, and I'm going to be waiting to see what happens as the price comes to a key level. The only thing I know right now, for certain without a shadow of a doubt, the only thing we know right now for certain without a shadow of a doubt is we made a nice low here with a bullish divergence on market cipher B. After we locally changed market structure, right? We had our high, our low, and then we made a higher high, then we made a higher low into the Fibonacci golden pocket, and we got a really nice move to the upside, right? And then from that area, we have come down to test the box of support that we were looking at last week and actually get a bounce from it, making a higher low. So all we know for sure is that this bottom does look nice. This retest also is holding. And then we also know that the daily time frame right now is looking like she wants to print a green dot. Now again, we understand that these green dots are just as fickle as 6 Juanita on the daily time frame because we have to wait for the daily candle to confirm before anything happens, right? So look at what happened over here, right? I thought it was looking like twice. Looked like we were about to get a green dot right here, but then it flopped to the downside. Then it looked like the wave was going to curve, print a green dot, but then it flopped to the downside again. All right, what is that known as? It is known as a butt cheek blowout. Look, when you use Fix-A-Flat for butt injections, it doesn't give you the effect you desire. It could lead to the butt cheek blowout. Look at this. We thought the butt cheek was going to curve. Look at how, as we scroll down, it looks like the hips are going to end here and the curvature is just going to turn, right? But no, it keeps coming down more and more and more, leading to the butt cheek blowout. Now, we saw this happen already on this momentum wave here because right over here, it looked like the wave was about to curve in, but then it flopped to the downside. And right now, it's also looking like she kind of wants to curve in, but maybe we'll get another butt cheek blowout. That's the thing. When you load the picture, you can see, especially when you look at it for the first time, just looks like normal human anatomy, normal, 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 normal. And then you realize, whoa, 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 whoa. And it just keeps on going and going. You just don't know when it will end. And that's kind of how it can happen sometimes with these momentum waves. The one thing that I like about this daily is the money flow, right? Now, if we go down to our 6 hour, I also like the shape of this 6 hour. Inverted head and shoulders on the 6 hour, anchor trigger locally on the 6 hour, 4 hour time frame. The 4 hours is what's making me most agnostic here. So really for me is this, guys, okay? I really do not want to see this low taken. If we see this low taken, the one that we made over here on Friday, I would expect that we will probably also take this low that we made last Wednesday. Okay? But as long as we can maintain bullish market structure locally, which we are, right? Because remember, nice low, nice retest, nice higher low right here into key support levels, then we have to think to ourselves, there's no reason to get overly bearish yet. Now, let's say we do start to lose these lows. Then what, right? Then what? Well, as I've been saying for a long time, based on the weekly, based on the red dot, I expect sideways and down. I expect sideways and down. The reason is because, historically speaking, when we confirm the red dot, which we'll confirm now, guys, in about 6 hours, right? The next daily open will be also a new weekly candle. Then it means we go sideways and down for the next few weeks. And so for that reason, if we go to the weekly time frame, I would really expect something like this. I would expect us to come down and probably take out this low just under 60K. And then I would expect a lot of people to get very bearish here, right? When people start to see Bitcoin dumping, we will get very bearish here. And then we will get a retest to wreck all the bears. And then we will probably make a lower low of sorts and come down to around that $51,000, $52,000 zone. And then I could see us doing something like this, right? That is one scenario. Second scenario is people get bearish, we wreck the bears. People get bullish, we wreck the bulls. And then we come down to 52K. And by this time, you know, it's already past the halving and all this kind of stuff. And then we can actually get a bigger move to the upside. The reason I say this also is because look what happened the last time we got a red dot on the weekly. All right? We were trading this. It was a sideways and down kind of deal. We printed the red dot over here. But after we printed the red dot, notice something. We literally wrecked all the bulls, right? We took the lows. We wrecked all the bears. We took the highs. And then we came down for a lower low and then bam, right? And of course, this was during the time of the ETF news and all this. And we were coming up to the Fibonacci golden pocket right here, right? And so yeah, that's pretty much what I'm kind of expecting to happen right now as well for the Bitcoin price. I think we need to let this weekly cool off for a little bit. Yes, we're bullish. Yes, we're in an uptrend. But uptrends have these sideways consolidations, right? We saw literally 1, 2, 3, 4 so far since we bottomed out, 4 sideways and down consolidations, right? So that's kind of what I'm waiting for right now on the Bitcoin price. And I'm still holding my long trades that I took on Wednesday simply because there is no reason based on the market structure right now to close them. There's no reason. We made a nice bottom with bullish div. We came down for a nice retest, trigger wave, momentum getting higher, money flow still getting higher. All right. And also I understand very clearly that if we do break out of this trend line here, guys, that is going to lead to a large amount of follow through. Okay. It's going to lead to a fast squeeze to the upside because everybody who's short-ing along this way down, their stop losses are here, their stop losses are here, their stop losses are here, their stop losses are here. And so when we start to do this, it's going to be bam, 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 stop all these people out and just squeeze to the upside, right? So that is something to be aware of. So if we do get a break of this, like this, break, come down for the retest, that could actually be a scalp entry that could turn into a little bit more than just a scalp, if you know what I mean. So this is what we're at with Bitcoin right now, as she is doing nothing all weekend. Boring, all right? But when things get boring, that's when we come to the drawing board, and that's when we make the plans to get into our next positions. You know what I'm saying? Major shout out to Aaron G, holding it down with the wrench. He says, what's good, Casper group? Shout out to Bernie. He says, how long are my trades in inches? I try to keep them under 24 inches, under 2 feet, okay? Make sure to smash the likes. We got about 1,500 people in here, 400 likes. Can you explain how shorting works? Yeah, you just bet which way the price is going to go. You say, I think it's going to go down. Someone else says, I think it's going to go up, all right? And then guess what? You say, all right, I'll bet you however much money you're putting on the trade. The winner takes all the money. That's how shorting works, man. That's how shorting works. It's just it's a sports bet. All right. Huge shout out to Daniel Prinzel in the chat. Happy Palm Sunday to you, my friend. All right, I'll check that out, bro. What will be Bitcoin's next move, in my opinion? Yep, absolutely. Steven's trades are about 20 inches. How tall am I? I think I'm around 6'2", 6'3". I haven't really checked my height in a while. All right. Depending on how many reps and sets of squats I've done that week will change my height by approximately 3 or 4 feet, depending on the spinal compression. Shout out to Crypto Sniper. He says, we need the Sunday pump song. It's moving a bit now. Is it moving a bit now? Let's check it out on a lower term time frame here. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Look at this. Bitcoin getting a 5-minute pump, baby. All right, Bitcoin getting a 5-minute pump right here. Right. Now, guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. All right. Because look, if you were here on Friday, we gave you the level for free that we were going to bounce from, right? We do that all the time on this channel. That's why you got to subscribe, because you don't want to miss the juicy goodness. All right? The juicy goodness. We're very close to 200,000 subscribers right now. We're only what? 79,000 away? Something like that. All right, Bitcoin getting a little bit of a move here, guys. Bitcoin getting a little bit of move on the 5-minute, very choppy price action. Basically, gamba. No, it's not gambling, Hichi. It's betting, but it's not gambling, right? Gambling, I'd say, you have no control of the probabilities of the outcome. The only thing you control in the gambling is how much you're going to lose, right? In trading, you have control over how much you're going to lose, how much you're going to win, and also whether or not you even decide to go in the market. So if you're gambling, you got to go in no matter what. Trading's a little bit different, you know. You can stack the probabilities on your side. All right, let's check out some BONE, baby. Because Let's check out some BONE here. Why am I doing legs? I'm sorry, Hichi. I know I'm letting everybody down by squatting in the squat rack instead of curling in the squat rack. Please forgive me. I know I've done the wrong thing. I know I've done the wrong thing. Okay, let's check out BONE here, because I did buy some BONE the other day. All right, bon appetit. I was very hungry. All right, so look at BONE, guys. BONE is coming down to, in my opinion, a key level. All right, pull the fib, low to high. We are coming down right now to the Fibonacci golden pocket retest. Okay, so BONE got the breakout of this. Right, we got the breakout of this. We got a significant move to the upside. Now we're coming down to the Fibonacci golden pocket retest. And also, look, pretty much anywhere within this zone here for me is a buy zone for BONE. All right, I'm bullish on it just because it's called Book of Memes. I have no other reason to be bullish on this. All right, I'm bullish on this. I'm bullish on Trump coin, just because it's Trump, right? Not because I know anything about the coin, but Book of Memes sounds like something that will pump, and then one day there's going to be a whole bunch of YouTube thumbnails about BONE, right? One day, not now, but soon, in a few months maybe, all of a sudden everybody's going to be posting their crazy P&Ls for BONE, right? Right now everyone's holding their BONE right now. They're not posting their P&Ls. They might be a little in the red. They might be like a tiny little gain, tiny little loss, right? You don't even know they're long on BONE right now, but wait, just wait. All of a sudden, everyone's going to come out of the closet. Yeah, we've been long on BONE the whole time, right? I think it's going to pump, all right? But yeah, it's coming down to the Fibonacci golden pocket retest, and that's the thing about 6 Juanita. Yes, she rejects you. Yes, you're in the friend zone. Yes. But because you're in the friend zone, she will be there to offer you support, to give you a shoulder to cry on, to say, don't worry, Jason, I'm never going to date you, but someday, some girl will maybe date you. And that keeps you going. That keeps you going. And in a bull market, that could keep you going quite a bit. Quite a bit. Let's check out BONE on a bit of a higher time frame now. Maybe the 4-hour has some data. 4-hour, looking like she maybe wants to print a green dot here. Let's check out the 3-hour. 3-hour green dot on BONE. Let's check out the 2-hour. It's not looking as nice as we would want. But the 24-minute is actually looking kind of nice right now. Money flow curving up, momentum coming to the upside. Where can you buy BONE? You can buy it on MEXC, man. That's where I got mine. That's where I got mine. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at some other memes. Let's take a look at Whiff. All right, let's take a whiff. Let's take a whiff of Whiff real quick. Let's take a quick whiff. We'll start on the daily time frame with Whiff. All right, so this was my plan to buy Whiff, and as you can see, I did not even get close to my entry. I was looking for a back test, and so now I didn't get any Whiff here. Did not get any Whiff. All right. I took a whiff. It smelled good, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do. Right. So let's come up with a tad bit new plan here. Now, obviously, Whiff consolidating. The daily, I'll be honest with you, looks bullish. The 12-hour looks very bullish to me on Whiff. Man, it looks bullish to me on Whiff. So let's see. Let's see. So we are bouncing from the golden pocket. You know, the trader in me is obviously wishing for lower prices here. The trader in me, guys, says don't buy Whiff until we come down to the golden pocket right here and just take out all that liquidity that we've got built up over here. Right? The trader in me says this is the Whiff buy zone right now. All right? Between $1.01 and $1.58, right? Because we do have a lot of wicks down here that are just begging to get taken out, and so that just makes for a really nice kind of setup right there. And also, let's take a look at the volume. Yeah, man. Yeah, the trader in me says don't buy Whiff until we come down to take out at least these lows into that first 618, alright? Alright. You know, because look, we have value area low of the range, we have the golden pocket, we have liquidity grab, and by that time, things will be looking so dang bullish on the 4 hour, on all these time frames. Alright, we gotta do a major shout out to the super chats in the house, baby, alright? We got a lot of people in here. God bless you all. Alright, let's check out our super chatters. Alright, huge shout out to Tesla Man. He says, thanks for the confluence. 69K was my level to watch out for too. But I'm long hoping for higher. We'll take some profits though. Yeah, 69K, man. That is my level. That's one of my key levels. If we reclaim 69K, I expect a new high. Please look at Alpaca Finance. Nice. I guess I do like alpacas. They are nice animals. Alright. They're not kosher, but they make good wool. So, let's see here. Alright, let's take a look. A major shout out to our super chat in the house, the Wolverine. He says, Happy Palm Sunday, JC. Can you give me your opinion on Atom? Yeah, we'll do Atom after we do Alpaca. Alright. Let's take a look at Alpaca here. Let's go to the weekly. Wow, okay, so look, my first instinct on Alpaca is it looks bullish. I don't know a thing about Alpaca, okay? But look, we've pretty much had a breakout and a retest of this trend line roughly here. And we've just had money flow curve into the green on the weekly. Which pretty much means for me, man, you know what? Really, because the weekly looks like she maybe wants to print a red dot, this would be my preferred buy zone. But really, this to me, if you're bullish on this thing, I would buy it now. I would buy some now. Reasoning being, guys, look, again, if you're not bullish on Alpaca, then ignore what I'm about to say. But when we're in a bull market, all right, and we have a giant falling wedge that has broken out with a retest, and the weekly money flow is curving into the green after a weekly bullish divergence, that's one of the most bullish signals you could possibly have. Okay, so if you don't think this is good because you think it's a rug pull, because Sam Bankman-Fried and Gary Gensler and Janet Yellen and Joe Biden are colluding together to rug pull everybody, and also Jerome Powell is about to, I don't know, raise interest rates on this asset so that it decreases in value, and you think, Jason, you're an idiot because this coin already, they quadrupled the supply and they're printing more and it's not going to be worth anything, fine, then don't listen to what I'm saying, because I don't know anything about this dang coin. Alright? All I know is alpacas are furry, friendly looking animals that spit in your face. But, yeah, like, this is a very bullish looking chart. So technically, based on only the technicals, this is very bullish. And when I see this, if I know about the coin and I'm bullish on it fundamentally, this is always 100% for me a buy. Always. So if you're bullish on the fundamentals, this is a buy for me. And I would buy now, and I would obviously keep capital on the side to buy in case we get a better retest. And then I would target the target of this wedge, which is going to be about a 500% move to the upside. All right, let's check out Atom. All right, shout out to all my Toms in the chat. Anyone named Tom, shout out to you. All right, the Cosmos. All right, let's check it out on the weekly. Yeah, so look, we had a bullish div on the weekly. And let's go ahead and pull our... Okay, so yeah, we had a breakout and a retest of resistance. We had a channel going on here. Alright, so look, Alpaca's a DeFi token. Shout out to my man Nigel with the super chat with a top tier team. Then hey, it looks really, really bullish to me on the chart. Not financial advice, but it looks really bullish to me. Let's check out this. Let's go from low to high. Did we bounce from the We bounced perfectly from the 886 Fibonacci. We put in a nice high, higher low. Yeah, it looks good to me. I wish money flow was a little bit better on this, but it definitely does look good to me here. Where would I get in on this? I don't know. Ideally, I would want to see us. Man, I don't know. I guess on a large term, this is a sign of strength to maybe get in on spot. But we have a weekly red dot about to confirm, so I would want to see a little bit more of a retracement here. I would love to see us come back down for a little bit deeper retracement. But yeah, based on the chart right now, this looks strong to me. Right? We've seen a change of market structure here on the weekly time frame. If you consider this to be a lower high that we made on July. You know, we have a nice bullish div. It looks strong to me. The only thing with this is our target being the highs. It's a 277% move to the upside. So obviously some other tokens have a lot more potential upside if we're just shooting for previous all-time highs. Obviously we're hoping for new all-time highs on all these coins, but right now the risk to reward is not the best for this one, because right now we're looking like this, which is a 5-to-1 risk reward, which is not bad, but it's just not the best compared to other things that are out there. But yeah, it definitely looks really good to me. It looks good to me. What else can I say? It looks bullish. It looks bullish. All right, shout out to Nigel with the super chat. All right, let's pop on over to our Bitcoin chart and see how she's rolling. See how she's rolling. All right, we got some people in here. Shout out to Crypto Coons. He likes alpacas as well. Do you like alpacas? Oh wait, that's not what he said. I'm sorry. I'm putting words in his mouth that are wrong. Any thoughts on Algorand? Yeah, let's take a look at Algorand. I have thoughts. So Algorand, guys, all right, this is why you got to subscribe to the channel, because this is what we were looking at back in the day, right? We were looking right around this area, right around January. We're looking to come back down to retest this level and get a bounce. That's exactly what we've gotten now, right? We've gotten a bounce. And then we were looking, saying, just a few days ago, actually, we were looking, saying that this now is going to be our area to look for a buy zone. So we just kind of front ran that buy zone, actually. We just front ran that buy zone just by a little bit. But yeah, for me, Algorand looks very, very bullish to me. Weekly money flow is about to go into the green here. And when we do, I believe we're going to pump and hit the target of our wedge at around 90 cents, right? Around 90 cents. So right now, like in our current situation here, this is a 6-to-1 risk reward ratio. But if we do get a bit more of a retest, we're looking at 12-to-1, 13-to-1. Risk reward ratio just hit the top of the wedge. And I do think we're going to hit new highs on this as well. Because when we zoom out here, this looks really, really bullish. Like, let's turn everything off for a second. And let's just look at this as a whole, right? We have a giant sideways range. Lows right here. Highs right here. All right, what have we done? We've taken the lows with bullish divergence on the weekly. We're back inside the range, so it just makes the most sense that our target will actually be back to the highs, right? After we hit the target of the wedge. Probably even a new high, right? So yeah, I'm very bullish on Algorand. Falling wedge, bullish div on the weekly, money flow about to cross into the blue. Algo, in my opinion, is an asset to be bullish on, based on the technicals. All right. Shout out to Alberto Prawn. He says, thoughts on deja vu? Visions from good or evil. Is that a coin? Do we have a ticker? Let's see. I don't see it. I don't know. What do you mean? Are you talking literally about deja vu? Like when you think you've done this before? Shout out to Rico from Sydney. Alright. Shout out to Capital Ventures. Nice, that's your biggest bag. I mean, it looks good to me, man. It looks good to me. So, that's good to know. Alright, Bitcoin Bear targets for Cas. Let's check out Casper. Let's check it out. Casper. Casper. Wow. So obviously, look. This is in full bull mode. We have some bear divs on the weekly. We don't have much data here. We have a hidden bullish divergence on the daily. As far as targets go, I don't know. How could I know? How could I know? How could I know? I can't know. I cannot know. There's no historical data for me to know. But I would say this, like, where we're bouncing from right now is a pretty key support with a nice hidden bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Coming down from these last series of lows here. But the weekly's giving me some bearish divergence, right? The weekly's giving me some bearish divergence. So for me, I can't say I have much conviction about buying this coin here. Although I will say I'm bullish on it in the long term. I can't say that I have a nice entry for it right now. Because it's hard to find entries on coins like this that are pumping like crazy, right? It really is difficult. Let's pull a fib from this last significant low to our current high. So for me, and maybe it's just because I'm too spoiled. I'm too spoiled. You know, I'm very spoiled. But what I see here is I would be very interested in this zone right here between 7.3 and 7.9 cents, because we're taking out all these lows here into the golden pocket. Right? I would rather wait for a bullish div here on the daily, come down, sweep all that, and then get another big move up. That's just the trader in me, because it's really hard for me to say, yeah, let's go ahead and buy something after it's pumped like this. It's really difficult for me. My brain just doesn't work that way. Yeah. Okay, so this would really be a buy zone for me right here. Between 5 cents and 8 cents. It's a pretty big zone, but it would be for me a zone I would look to build a position. It's a 53% area. But the reason why I say build a position here is because if this thing is going to continue bullishly, then this must hold. Value area high, 786 of range. And basically anywhere below these lows into the golden pocket for me is we're buying it at a discount here, right? This is right now based on volumes and fibs. So this box is nice based on the volume and the fib. All right, we have to check out Trend. All right, we have to check out Trend Coin. Huge shout out for the super chat. I never heard of Trend Coin, but let's see. Trend. Oh man, I don't see Trend here. Trend. I don't see Trend. Well, shout out to my man Discroc for the super chat. I don't see Trend Coin here, man, but that's a good coin. Sounds like a good coin. How to get same bin climate trans degree as yours? Oh, the degree in trans non-carbon binary emission gender studies. You can go to pretty much any university, but the trick is you have to pay a lot of money for it. The more debt you can get into to get the degree, the better actually it is. All right. Let's see here. Massive shout out to Discroc. The soul meme trend. I'll have to look more into it after stream. And speaking of that, guys, I've got to head out. It's going to be a short stream today. God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you're not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. For me, I don't take myself seriously at all. But I do take my walk with the Lord, with Jesus, with Yeshua very, very seriously, because it gives me eternal purpose and eternal hope, knowing that although man is in a fallen, sinful state, but the Creator God Himself took on flesh to die for all the wrong things that we've ever done. And not only did he die, but he rose from the dead, so that if we put our trust in him and purpose it in our heart to turn away from our evil, he will give us his Holy Spirit so that we actually can turn away from the evil, and he will cause us to be a new creation. And we also have the hope of a physical bodily resurrection where we will live in the existence that we were created to exist in. Eternal purpose, right? What a great thing. So that being said, guys, I love you all. God bless you all. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.